All right, let's go ahead and get this started. So the first poet to the stage is the one, the only, the godfather of the Unusual Suspects.
Yo, what's my man? My man's in there.
Bugsy Calhoun.
Bugsy! Woo! It's like a 9,000 people in here. Woo! Ha! That's my dog. That's my dog. Anybody got a problem with Bugsy? Let me know.
So many people in here, so many people.
There's so many, I don't even want to put the camera on all of them because there's so many.
Everybody quiet down,
All
quiet.
right, man. Yo, shh. Respect the mic. Got you.
Black child lost in the juvenile hell, sitting in the juvenile jail. Found dead hanging in his cell because he had no visits and no mail. See, this is a black child lost. This is a new Holocaust, genocide, because kids commit homicide for hood pride and so-called thug respect. They say fuck school, scared to increase their intellect. Every word out their mouth is a curse due to lack of education. They never increase their dialect. Black girl lost with no self-respect. Feel like she needs some boys' love to have it going on. Young girl with weak mind but a butt strong. Say she like it raw when she get a fuck on. A mother and yet still a child. Lost, lazy, and love being on the system. Taking AZT for HIV, now turn to drug addiction. Living life in fiction. Money, drugs, and rims on expeditions. Awake out of your mental prison in prison awaiting extradition. Forever trapped and lost her baby to the system. A gang affiliated, G'd up, tattooed thug. Don't have a fear in the world. Got two baby mothers yet. Don't have a care in the world. This black child lost is now living his life with life in prison. Now he lives his life with regret. Lost the ability to walk on the steel shrink, pierced his neck. Lived his whole life just to get a rep. Now he's the subject of ridicule. His once lost stature is now minuscule. He ended his life when he received a kite telling them that his kids was killed in a gang war shootout coming home after school. Because a child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through.
Alright. Woo! Ah! Yeah! That's my dog. I know, right? That's my dog.
That was Bugsy Calhoun. And let's see, well, the judges is thinking it over right now. I think, and we have from the judge from Moscow an 8.9. Clap for the poet, not the score. All right. Next up is Christopher the poet.
All day. I ain't all day, man. What's happening? Shout out to my man Bugsy Calhoun. I guess we was the only the strong belong, I guess, huh, bro? So you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get it in like this. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Of black folk, born of a slave and descendants of kings, bears the improvision of style, substances, swagger like only the jazz age brings, like the love supreme. The supreme love of loving your enemies were adopted by some, but my niggas with attitude said, fuck the police. Hugh and P and Bobby Silver, the offspring of the movement started by Malcolm X, and James Baldwin said you can only be destroyed by believing that you really are what the white world considers a nigga, and if you don't use love, you'll be destroyed by the fire next. And he's an old time God. Yes, he is. Woo, woo. that's the sound of the police. And it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. My people swing for the fences like Jackie Robinson with the power of Muhammad Ali. Sisters stand like queens like Michelle Obama, Angela Davis, Coretta Scott King, Nina Simone, and I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Hold on, please don't let me be misunderstood. Misunderstood like the ghetto youth. We'll put down the 80 proof in exchange for love and truth. And don't you know that it's true that for me and for you, the world is a ghetto destroyed by COINTELPRO. They put bullets in our heroes, but still I rise. Who shot you? I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. The souls of black folks travel from profound to profane, from leaders to pimp canes, to weed to cocaine, from low grade to high octane. Some speak correctly like this, and others speak like this, you know what I'm saying? But we are all still the same. Don't get divided by the game, because we are all still people of beauty, intellect, and soul.
All right, that was Christopher the Poet. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you warming up. I think we may actually move this on.
Okay.
We got 3 people in here. We're supposed to be having a poetry slam and normally have judges. I know we've got 3 people in here. Would you actually be interested in judging, the 3 of you?
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
You in the back? Okay, well we got 2 judges. That's better than what we had. So you 2 have had a warm up now?
It is.
All right. Okay, and I will go over the rules real easy. It's not that hard to judge. Anybody can do it. If you can count to 10, you can judge. So we'll go ahead and I'll set you up.
Yes. Stop it now. Yes.
The first poet, because we have already randomly drew which poet is going to go first, is Bugsy Calhoun.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. I want to go back like chasing the ice cream truck down the block and block parties, and how your chest burned when you took your first sip of Bacardi at the house party while Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh sang Lottie Dottie. Door knocker, ear rings, striped shirts, airbrush jeans, and polka dots. Summertime cookouts, pina colada, and cherry ices when the icy man came on your block. Boston baked beans, super bubbles, annihilators. Sweaters with press on letters. We did the WAP, the Running Man, the Patty Duke, and the mashed potato. I want to go back when shell toes was the best shoe. Watching Saturday morning cartoons, Bugs and Tweety, Dungeons and Dragons, and Scooby-Doo. Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies with hella sugar, and Captain Crunch. Man, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch. Lee's, Levi's, Jordache, Cross Colors, and Carl Canais. We used to say words like, he's dope, she's whack, he's fresh, she's fly. We play the dozen so bad, we make a motherfucker cry. But talk about my mother, you get punched in your eye. I used to watch the old heads on the corner shoot dice, drink, and get high. I used to watch Dr. J take it to the sky, and then the game changed when Air Jordan came in '85. We used to rock the seasons with the ball fades, Gumby, Sloach, flat tops, and corn braids. VD was the sickness before we got hit with HIV/AIDS. I'm talking about the Cold War, Reaganomics, and when crack came out. No lies and Decepticons banged out, and we rocked them belt buckles with our name out. Planet Rock on the Himalaya. Rakim was my favorite rhyme sayer. Listening to Marley Marl and Mr. Magic on my boombox tape player. I'm taking it back like fishermen hats, tangos, and gazelles. When ladies love Cool James was bad, he needed love, and he rocked the bells. Girls used to stand bow-legged with baby powder necks, playing double dutch, rocking 5411 Reeboks. I remember going to the corner store to buy your Philly blunt or your bamboo paper to roll that joint from the weed spot. I want to go back like red light, green light, like my first kiss and my first fight. Like you better bring your ass in this house before they turn on them street lights. Because back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a, and everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. Back in the days, back in the days.
That's my dog! Woo!
Clap for the poet. Okay, yeah. Judges, score the poets.
8.5.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I see an 8, an 8.5,
2 9s.
and 2 9s.
Yeah.
Clap for the poet, not the score. That is a 26.5 for the poet. Clap for the poet, not the score. All right, next up in this slam of 2 is Christopher the poet.
All right. Yo, I used to be king, ruler of this whole earth. Now I call these 4 corners on the block my turf. Wake up early in the morning, cause I gotta put in work. Selling dimes, selling nicks, graduated to the bricks. No conscience, so I sold the pregnant bitches and them kids. Cause those brand new retro Jordans coming after 26. I never knew my father, my mama was on that shit. So my only motivation was buying new whips. Try to listen to black leaders, but it's empty promises. Jesse Jackson was supposed to come to my community center, but he got jealous of Obama when he cut the nuts off that nigga. Now tell me, what is a nigga supposed to do when these self-righteous niggas from the 60s see me as a fool? Hated by other elders and feared at my school, puffing on these L's cause these girls think that it's cool. She said, I used to be queen, ruler of this whole earth. Now I call this stripper pole in this corner of my turf. Exterior is hard, but inside I'm like Nerf. Begging for help through my action, but no one has the nerve. Money make me come, nigga, fuck what you heard. Call me bitch, hoe a slut. I just see them as words. Sell my pussy, sell my mouth for a night at his house. Buy me Gucci, buy me Fendi, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. These bitches at church said I'm going to hell, but how you gossip every Sunday, bitch, I see you there, I don't care. See, they used to be royalty ruling this whole earth. Now the poles in the corners is what they call their turf. They have no self-love, so they don't know their worth. And our elders, this is all day, and that makes shit worse. Stop looking down on my generation if you ain't gonna do shit. Cause after Martin and Malcolm died to you, that was it. But crack hit us back. In the early 80s, you put us through that. And that turned us to crack babies. I'm only 23, but I'm old enough to see you can't blame the rotten fruit if it came from the same tree.
Clap for the poet. I see an 8 in the back. What's the other one, Chris? Help me out here.
8.5, 8.
Okay, we got an 8.5. We got an 8, an 8.5, a 9.5, and a 10. Woo! Clap for the poet. That is a 28 for the poet. Clap for the poet. All right, coming up for round 2, bringing back to the mic, Bugsy Calhoun.
That's my dog. U.S.
If I could spin the planet backwards on its axis, maybe I could rewind time and figure out where things got messed up in our timeline. Alexander O'Neill, when I look in your eyes, I see my sunshine. But now the look in your eyes tells me that you're no longer mine. Too many lies, too many times you cried, every time pieces of you died. Is that it? Are you dead to me or have you died inside? I killed your spirit, your dreams, your trust, and your pride. No longer can I hide behind nonchalant attitudes and don't care mentalities. In this love war, there are plenty of casualties, scarred. That's why in the place of good times had you constantly remind me of our times gone bad. No better than your dad or my dad who mistreated their lovers' hearts. Selfish decisions that tore your whole world apart. I mean, where can we start? Maybe we're beyond repair, trying to hold on to something that's no longer there. I know we care, but is this love or is this history? Why we still together is a mystery. No passion, no hugging, no caressing, no kissing me. Something that should be so easy now has so much difficulty. Scared of losing you and starting anew. Been been together for so long, feel like I can't live without you. We became one, and then our one became two. Love, now replaced with heartache and pain. Looking for new additions because I couldn't stand the rain. You look so unfamiliar to me, as if I barely know your name. And just to think that we was going to share the same name, it's a shame to see how things have now changed. Because love is a battlefield.
All right, clap for the poets. All right. An 8, an 8.5, a 9, and a 9.5. Clap for the poets.
Thank you. What was that again? It was an 8.5, 9,
All right. That is a 27 for the poet. Clap for the poets. All right. Coming up for the second round and his second piece, Christopher the Poet.
Yeah!
Woo! Go in. Go in.
What is it about